What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. STI is back on the lift again. Let me explain to you what's going on here. So I've been having this crazy issue where I've got this crazy leak, and it's really been making me mad. So I'm gonna set up. Let me show you guys. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. So you see that back there? You see all this oil here? I didn't think that it was oil at first. I thought it was something else. It was clear. I thought it was like maybe hydraulic fluid or something like that. Look to see on this side, super clear. So when I say that this was dripping, it's actually, yeah, you can see that right there. You can kind of see it's not actively dripping because I sprayed it down with some you know, some stuff to kind of clean it up. But yeah, I'm really not happy about it. But one of two things is gonna have to happen. So either the motor's gonna have to get pulled, or the transmission's gonna have to get pulled. So yeah, while I was in the middle of making the video, I don't know if I'm gonna put this with the axle video or if I'll put it with a different video, but in the middle of me looking at this axle, which I'll give you a quick look real quick. So this axle here, this is driver's side axle. You can tell it's just been spewing muck everywhere. So you see how bad it is over here? Look at how bad it is over here too. Like it's just, there's just stuff, just grease flinging everywhere. So this axle has to come out and it has to be replaced. No big deal, have a new axle, no big deal, it is what it is. But in the middle of me doing this axle, or wanting to do this axle, I noticed that we had this, well, I've had this leak for, I don't know, a couple days, or ever since I've started the car. So the problem is that I thought it was something completely different, different fluid, coming from different places. But no, I think it's either coming from one, the rear main seal, or one of the two plates that I put in the back of the engine. So there are two, like one is an oil separator plate, and the other one is a little triangle thing. I don't know exactly what that one is, but I know the if you look at the car, it is on the passenger side. So if you're looking at the engine from behind, or you know, from this side or whatnot, the little triangle piece would be on this side. The oil separator plate would be on this side. So that's where I'm suspecting I'm gonna find my issue. So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna go about it, but honestly, I think I can knock out two birds with one stone, and I could actually get the axle replaced, and I can get the that, you know, oil separator thing replaced as well. But the trans is gonna have to come out, which kind of sucks. So it was either pull the motor, and then I would still have to do the you know, the axle, or pull the trans and get the trans out and get that axle done as well. So I'm gonna take the latter on this one, pull the trans, pull it out, and get everything kind of done like that. You know, it's just gonna suck. It might take me 2 days to kind of get it done, but I don't exactly know why it's leaking. But I don't know if I didn't put enough bond there or what it was, or it could just be the rear main seal, which is crazy because it's brand new. But I don't know. Either way, something's leaking up there, and I need to figure out why. So let's go through and let's start digging this thing out. And the first thing I'm gonna deal with is taking the exhaust off, because that will be in the way. So let's just get it going. right, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So, just looking at the drive shaft. So I pulled the 4 bolts out of the rear part of the drive shaft, and I left the front. I disconnected the shifter linkage. Well, some of the shifter linkage. The other 12 millimeter that's up there, as you can see, that rusty bolt there. I don't have my pointer. But yeah, this one up here. It's gonna have to wait for at least a couple minutes here until I drop the transmission down, at least just a little bit. As you can tell, I do have my white line, you know, like shifter, like linkage things here. Polyurethane, you know, just to kind of give it a, take the slop out of the, you know, the shifter. So anyway, yeah, moving on to the front. I will have to go up top. I'm just assuming that you guys know how to take an exhaust off, so I filmed some of it and just blew through it. The next thing we're gonna have to do is go up top, disconnect all the parts as far as the starter. The starter will have to come off. The slave cylinder will have to come off, and then we can drop back down up here, down here, and we can grab some of these bolts here, and we can start to disconnect some of this front suspension linkage. So since I just had my alignment done, I don't want to mess with all the any of the alignment geometry. So I think what I'm just going to do, instead of like you know, tearing apart this whole knuckle and doing everything, I'm just gonna disconnect the lower ball joint and separate the bottom. And if I gotta take these 3 bolts here and that bolt there, I might just do that so that I can actually pull everything out. Well, yeah, actually, I think I might just do that. So, yeah, I think I might just do that. But yeah, and then these bad boys here, the axles just pop right out. But we'll get to that in a minute or two. It's a little bit different of a design from the 04, 05s. These actually splined into the transmission, where the 04, 05 STIs were actually like, there was a pin that went through them. There's an actual pin that went through them to hold them in, and there was no fluid loss. So that's why I'm not taking this rear drive shaft out yet. I don't wanna have too much fluid loss. But once I get all that stuff done, actually, you know, it actually really easy to come out. So yeah, let's get to that now. And I don't know, I gotta go get a new battery because this battery's about to die. So yeah, just I'll go up top and I'll show you exactly what I got going. So let's go. Everybody, so now that you have the starter out, the clutch, I guess you want to say that the clutch fork disengaged from the actual like clutch, I don't know, throwout bearing itself. It's really weird. I try to get as good a picture as I possibly could down in there to disconnect it, but you just have to stick a screwdriver in there, twist it in the spot that I showed you, and push back or push forward on the clutch release fork. So, and then everything will be like this, really loose. So Now I can go underneath and I can start pulling. There should only be 3 bolts or 4 bolts, maybe. Let's see, is there one on the side? No. So I pulled all the bolts. There was only 1, 2. I think there might be a 3rd or 4th down on this side. And then there was one up top here, right behind the turbo, and one above, right up at the top. And then there should be 1 or 2 down at the bottom. So let's get underneath and I'll show you exactly what we're dealing with. Okay, ladies and gentle folks, so let me get my thing here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we got underneath here. So looking from underneath, it looks like we have 2 bolts. 2 bolts, let's see. One right there, as you can tell, and one just a little bit, yeah, you can see it right there. On this side, it's the same deal. This one here, and then that one right there. So once you get those, you're actually clear to actually get this bad boy out. But since we are doing an axle, as you can tell underneath here, all my axle stuff, I will be doing these. I will be pulling these 3 bolts off, and this one here, and I will be separating these this knuckle from the actual well, lower control arm. I'm sorry, lower control arm. I will be separating this lower control arm if I can, because sometimes these things actually become really rusty and I can't really get them off. So I'm gonna do those real quick. Then I can separate the boot here, or the axle, from this side, and actually start to do this other side. So yeah, let's get it rocking. Alright, so we are at the point where yeah, we got those 2 bolts off, the drive shafts out. It's a little bit messy. I did pull the sway bar link and disconnect it from one side, just because it gives me a little bit more, you see, like, yeah, I can just kind of move it and wiggle it around as much as I really want. But yeah, so now that we actually have the transmission is actually unbolted and everything is ready to go, all I really need is I think these are 17s, 1, 2 17s, 4 14s, and I think that's really it. I just need to maneuver it out, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna get my transmission jack, and I'm gonna wheel it over here, and we're gonna pull this bad boy out. I think I'm gonna try to do it in one go, because I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but yeah, I'll check back once I'm ready to go. Let's go. filming. So I've been filming for a while now, but I'm gonna get my stuff here. Move this out of the way. And look at what we have here. It looks like it's not the rear main seal. It looks like it is actually this plate here, which I kind of suspected that's what it was gonna be anyway. But I had to go through all of this stuff to kind of get here. So now that we are here, it is what it is. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Look at how it, like, it's terrible, man. It really is. So this is where my leak is. It really does suck, but this is where my leak is. And it kind of, since there is, well, there's really no holes or anything like that. It just, I don't know. It's really upsetting to see, like, this is where this is coming from. But I kind of suspected it was. It's supposed to be the new design, but I don't know if it's just not, because it's just not sealed or whatever the case is. But I'm gonna take this off, I'm gonna clean this, and yeah, this is where I'm gonna end this freaking video, because it's just gonna take me a little bit to get this all scraped off and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. You guys actually know how to do your clutch from here on. It's just a reverse of everything that I just did. So hopefully this video helped you on how to do your own clutch, because now that we're actually in the finishing stages of getting this kind of finished up, I'm gonna take a break, probably come back out here a little bit later and throw it all back together. Clean everything up while I'm off camera, clean it all back up, put that new axle in, and call it a day, you know? So yeah, hopefully this, like I said before, hopefully this helped you, and hopefully you enjoyed the content. Maybe leave a thumbs up, that'll really help. Maybe think about subscribing, that'll really help as well. Try to get my stuff out there so that I get more projects and stuff like that for you guys. So yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, deuces.